Over a previous client call I just had, prospect call, actually a new client of mine that I just signed. Absolutely amazing. So I'm glad to be here with you. How are you all doing? I hope you're doing amazing. I hope you're doing awesome. So I'm live on Facebook and I'm live on Instagram as well. Thank you all ladies for joining me. So in tonight's video, I'm going to be talking about the 3 cash generating activities you need for your first 10K months. Literally, if you're like me in the past, if you're just starting out and you're sort of doing so many things, you're just overwhelmed. Hiya, I can see you on Instagram. Give me a wave. Thank you for joining me. How are you doing? Comment #live. Let me know where you're joining me from. And do comment #replay if you're actually seeing this later so I can get back to you. And if you have any questions afterwards, make sure when you comment #replay, it helps me to actually see that you actually came back to watch this, and I can get back with any questions you actually have. Thank you, Trigofina, for joining me over there. And on Facebook, thank you for joining me. Do comment #live. Let me know where you're joining me from. And then #replay if you're joining me later. Is this going to work? 1 second, ladies. Just trying to make sure that I use the everyone tag on Facebook. That's not working for some reason. Okay. That's everyone. I don't know why that's not working. Because, all right. So everyone can join me. No, but it's not working for some reason. That tag is not working. So, thank you all for joining me again. You are not your labor and Trigofina. Thank you for joining me. Let me know where you're joining me from. So, if you're like me in the past, that when I started out, I was doing all the things I was told to do. I was told to create a Facebook group. I was told to build complicated funnels. I was told to do email marketing. I was doing all the things. And it was actually leaving me overwhelmed. And to be honest, you don't need to do any of those things when you're starting out. Literally, you only have to do a few cash generating activities. And I've summarized it into 3, literally 3. But before I go into all of that, I'm going to tell you a bit about what I do, who I am, for those of you that are watching me for the first time. So I'm Abby Gagara. I'm a business mentor and sales coach. And I help female coaches, consultants, and service providers master their sales process. So I'm literally helping them to master their sales process, helping them to have the right conversations, helping them to book quality leads for their sales calls and actually close more clients, literally close more clients. So I'm helping you to focus on what matters. So, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about the 3 cash generating activities you need for your first 10K months. First, I'm going to ask a question for those of you that are watching me live. And if you're watching a replay, drop your answer as well. I'll get back right into it. So, if you were asked what comes first, is it marketing or sales? What would you say? Is it marketing or sales? Leave your comments in the comment box. Let me know what you would say. Is it marketing or sales? If you're able to type in, let me see what you think. Like when you're in the online space, you're trying to get more clients, you're trying to sell your services. What do you think should come first? So if you've always thought it's marketing, I'm here to tell you that it's sales. Literally, that might be contrary to what you've heard, but literally it's sales that comes first. It literally what comes first before marketing, because you cannot market what's not going to sell. You can't market what's not going to sell. You have to actually test it out first that it sells. You have to sort of test out your offer, see how it is, see how it sort of fits your ideal client market. Get cash flow, because sales is literally you making sales, you getting cash flow. Get cash flow first and then invest it into your marketing. That's literally what you do. So right now, based on that knowledge that you already know, When you're starting out, you are focusing on sales first. And here is how you get to sales first. And I'm just going to walk you through exactly what has worked for me. This will work for you if you're a coach, you're a service provider, or you're a consultant. This may not work for you if you're a product-based business. However, it will work for you if you are a service-based entrepreneur. Yeah? So, the 3 things that you actually need to have in place, the cash generating activities, cut off all the fluff. The first one is to have an irresistible offer. Like, absolutely important. Create an irresistible offer. I know you've heard this over and over again, but it's really, really important. Let me give you a few features of what an irresistible offer feels like. First, you need to understand who your ideal clients are, because you're trying to take them from pain to gain. You're trying to take them from where they are, which most likely was where you were at before. Think about if you're providing a life-changing transformation as an example. If you're providing a life-changing transformation, you're literally taking people from where you were before to where you are right now. Yeah? So, you have to craft your offer in such a way that speaks to your ideal prospects. So the first part of how creating an irresistible offer is you need to understand who that offer is for. And you need to spell it out in your messaging. This offer is for this person, yeah? And then you need to think about the time frame that it would take them to get results with that offer. So what's the time frame that it would take them to get results with that offer that you're putting out there? What are the things that they've been doing that is more like a pain they really don't like doing? That's going to be your connection point. This is something that they've really been doing they don't like doing, So how are you assuring them that with your offer, they're going to stop doing that? Yeah. Say for instance, people that run Facebook ads. For me, my offer, one of my paid offers that incorporates people that actually running ads. A lot of people believe that ads are super, super expensive. So if I now tell them that they don't have to pay for expensive ads, I will help you. This is female coaches, consultants, and service providers. Yeah, those are my target audience. I would help you sort of run your ads, for cheap, like $2 a day, and I'm spelling out my result to them. So that's like me understanding my ideal prospects. What I will help them achieve, I will help them get like high ticket client, at least one high ticket client every week. I help my clients get 500 leads a day. That's not a problem. But it's more like you need to find like the deep pain points, like more like the desire. What's that desire that they want? So your ideal prospects, their desire. How you're going to help them get there? The time frame, very important. What are the things they don't enjoy doing as well? If they don't enjoy sort of like the example I just gave now, they've been wasting so much money on paid ads, it's not working for them, and I know that I can help them with cheap ads, I'm going to incorporate that in that offer. Or I also have an organic sales system, that I also help my clients with. If it's the organic, I'm going to say without paid ads. Like you can achieve all of this organically without paid ads, without posting and praying, without posting and waiting, like literally. So you're incorporating the pain points and saying they wouldn't have to go through that again. Or think about someone that is posting every single day and is not getting any response. Yeah. So your irresistible offer should speak to that person, should address the desire of that person where they want to get to, should give them a time frame in which they're going to achieve that result that you're promising, and should let them know that they're not going to go through this pain that they hate, like that they don't like doing. All of your offer should incorporate that. And one big thing about offers that have worked for me in the past is like testing your offer, because sometimes an offer may sound so good in your ears, but your ideal prospect don't resonate with it. You have to change your message. You have to keep retweaking your offer till you find what works. If one doesn't work, delete it, put out something else. But for me, before I start running ads to my offer, I always test it organically first. Like if it doesn't get any responses organically, I don't run ads to it, because I'm going to be wasting money on ads. When I tested it organically and no one is raising their hands, if no one raises their hands when I'm not paying, there's a guarantee that most people are not going to raise their hands. Sorry, when they're not paying like organically. If no one raises their hands organically, there's a chance that I will just be wasting my money when I start running ads to that. Yeah, so it's absolutely imperative that you understand that. So you have to have that irresistible offer, Andy, that when your ideal clients see, they're going to be like, yes, I want that. She's my girl. I love her vibe. I just want that. I want that offer that she's put out there. Yeah. Secondly, you want to generate demand for that offer. So this is the second cash generating activity. You want to generate demand for that offer. And how do you generate demand for that offer? A lot of people don't see this, but there is a salient way you generate demand for your offer. And that is brand positioning. Like, it's absolutely the crux that can make or mar your service-based business. Brand positioning, absolutely important. How are you positioned out there? Think about it. Like, if you are selling services online, that's the only way people can find you. That's the only way to showcase your service. So how you position yourself goes a long way to making people sort of resonate with that. And I used to talk to people about, there are different ways that you can actually position yourself the right way. And there are different levels of influence. How do you want to position yourself in such a way that you have a high level of influence? Yeah. So think about it. I hear referrals all the time. That's brilliant. That's amazing. People, you've just worked with a client and they love what you're doing. They refer your services to someone else. That is brilliant. That's amazing. But you know what? I will tell you, I will surprise you in this video that it's not enough. In 2023, referral-based marketing alone is not enough. Because guess what? Let me give you an instance. I was at a marketing event, social media event yesterday, locally, and literally we're talking about, so you have two people that actually bake cake. One of them is called is it Sweet Candy Cakes or something? And the other one is just called David Cakes. And someone who would you buy from? This is these people bake really lovely cakes. So who would you buy from? A lot of people are like, oh yeah, I'll buy from Sweet Candy Cakes. It sounds like their cakes will be very, very tasty. It'll be very yummy. I'm gonna go for that, And then a lot of people didn't pick David's cake. They said Sweet Candy Cakes is what they would opt for. Yeah. But guess what happened? So someone actually has bought from Sweet Candy Cakes before and said, oh, I love her cakes. It's so yummy. It's nice. And then referred someone else to say, oh, yes, that Sweet Candy Cakes is very good. Go and have it. Buy from them. And then they got their details and everything. But then they're like, oh, let me check them out on Facebook. Let me check them out on social media. And they went on social media and it was just 8 people, that were following them. And it was kind of probably their family, friends, their close family, husband, daughter, close family, just 8 people. And then they went to David's Cakes that they didn't pick in the first place. And they saw 3,000 followers. Immediately their decision changes. They're like, ooh, social proof. Oh, a lot of people are already buying. For them to have 3,000 followers, there's a lot of engagement, there's a lot of posts, there's a lot of pictures about your cakes. Their buying decision changes immediately. Oh no, I no longer want Sweet Candy Cakes. I want David's Cakes. Can you see the difference? So that is the power of brand positioning. Referral-based marketing, I tell my clients, it's super good. But in this scenario, nowadays, you want to demonstrate what you can do. It's the kind of influence that you demonstrate that's the most powerful. Yeah, that's where brand positioning comes. So you want to first generate demand for your offer by positioning your brand the right way. And that's a salient way. You're not it doesn't look like something that, oh yeah, it's intrinsic. It's salient, it's silent, it's something that they just feel it. There's a vibe that comes with you having a good brand. It's not just about the colors, about your logos. It's about the feel, the vibe, your values, all of those things. It actually reflects in your brand positioning. So absolutely important. You have to learn to position yourself the right way. And I'm going to tell you how I can help you with this if this is something that you're actually looking to incorporate into your business. Yeah. The next thing is create content. Like, content is absolutely important. Great content, not just content. And I say, if you're a service-based provider, leverage video marketing. Like, literally, you won't believe it, but I am an introvert. A lot of people are like, no, you don't look like, but I am like a big one, you know? So literally, and for me to actually have gotten to a point where when you start doing something over and over and over again, it becomes more like a habit and you just get used to it. But trust me, my first live was like super, super terrible. I was literally shivering, you know, but you have to just keep going. I always tell my clients, just start with like 3 minutes or 3 to 5 minutes videos, you know, 3 to 5 minutes videos. It actually helps to, you know, to help you to sort of position yourself as an authority, because you're here. And I have like a framework that I teach my clients on what to say as well, that just makes it super easy. You know, you have to make sure your voice is heard, and then for your voice to be heard, there is a framework that you should follow as well. I give this to my clients. So do like 3 to 5 minutes video. Why I say 3 to 5 minutes is because 1 minute really is not enough for you to actually bring in your ideal clients in. Yeah. But when you have like 3 minutes or 5 minutes, they get to the point where it's for someone to start watching your video from the first minute up to the 5th minute, then you know they're your ideal client, because what you're saying actually makes sense to them. But a lot of people can watch your 1 minute video because it's just 1 minute. Yeah, it's just 1 minute. It doesn't mean they're your ideal prospect. Yeah, but when someone takes the time to watch like 3 to 5 minutes, you can tell that, oh, this person is interested in what I'm saying. And within those video marketing, I try to sort of give people value that sort of invites them into your world. You're giving them good value, and you're telling them that if they want more, they should come and learn more from you. Yeah, so that's number 2. Content marketing, absolutely important. You are generating demand for your offer this way. You're posting the right way. You're putting the right post as well. And within this generating demand for your offer, you need to also create like story posts. People want to resonate with you. You know, a lot of people can be out there offering the same service, but what makes you different? What makes them buy from you? Why would someone want to sort of buy my sales program than the other sales coach out there? What makes me different? What differentiates me? Yeah, literally, what is the point of relatability with me? Why do they like me apart from that person? So talking about your story, where you were at before, where you are now, really helps to sort of connect with your ideal prospect. Yeah, and if it, like for instance, I have 2 kids. I have a 9-to-5 job still at the moment. So when I talk about all of that within my content, people are able to relate with me. Oh, she's got a 9-to-5 job. She's got 2 kids. How is she managing to show up for her business every single time? You know, what's she doing differently? I want to work with her. I want to learn from her, you know. So a lot of people feel like, oh no, I don't want to say this right now. It's not going to make me feel like I'm an expert in my field. Trust me, for you to have that sort of, how would I call it now? So for you to actually be teaching what you want to teach, you must have gone through it in one way or the other. So it may be through experiences or through a skill that you've developed. So you are an expert in that field. Like, you've literally, think about like someone that's gone through menopause, you know, and has gone through so much pain, you know, and now they're on the other side. They're now teaching other women that are going through that, you know. I was in a mastermind the other day, and this lady, she actually teaches women on how to actually, you know, like get better, like, you know, in terms of heal from all the pain they're going through with menopause. She said there was a time she actually almost stabbed her husband, you know, because of the moods and what she was going through, you know. But there are lots of ladies out there that they've been to doctors, they don't know what's wrong with them. They've taken tablets and it's not really helping. But a woman that has gone through it herself, she's well placed to actually explain more and tell those women what she did. And tell me, who are they more like who is better they buy from than someone who has already experienced it, or someone who's just telling you, oh, do this because they've read it in a book that that's what you should do. Yeah, you know. So literally, story-based marketing is absolutely imperative. So you talk about your story, because that's what this ideal prospects we actually use to resonate with you. And trust me, you don't want to talk to everybody. You don't need to talk to everybody. I actually say be repulsive to non-buyers. It sounds a bit extreme, but you want to be repulsive to non-buyers. I don't enjoy politics, but think about like two different parties in politics. Like they have two different opinions entirely. So when one party is talking, the other party doesn't want to hear, because they're like, oh no, I don't want to hear what they're talking about, you know. Probably Labour in the UK and Conservative like to kind of have two different opinions most of the time. So think about the fact that people that are for Labour Party, if you're saying something that is like the heart of the Labour Party, they would listen. But if you're saying if you are a Conservative like member, you'll be like, no way, I don't like what you're saying, I don't relate, that's a lie, they're lying, they're not going to do what they promise. So you're like completely repulsive to them. That's what we want to do. We want to be very super attractive to buyers and super repulsive to non-buyers. It's okay for someone to just come in live videos and they're like, oh no, she's not for me. I'm like, oh yeah, bye. It's okay. You know, there's no hard feelings. I know my people know that they know that this is what they want, you know. But if you don't vibe with someone, then definitely don't go further. And I say a lot of my clients as well, a lot of people come and like, they get worried, I don't get enough likes. Trust me, it's not about likes, especially if you're selling high ticket. It's not about the number of likes. High ticket buyers, sometimes they're silent action takers. It's a bit like me as well. When I invest in my mentors, they're like, I've never even seen you. You've never liked my post. How come? Where are you showing up from? You know, so people that invest high ticket, some of them don't even engage, and that's fine. As long as you're sure that you're reaching the right people, you have a good messaging, you know, all of these things. And that's what I actually help my clients do as well in terms of, you know, content-based marketing. I leverage Facebook in a very fantastic way with this content marketing. Yeah, and the third thing, I've talked a lot, ladies, and the third thing is facilitating conversations. This is absolutely the crux. And this is where my genius is like, how would I call it now? My genius is like so running over, you know. I do all the other things I was talking about earlier. Offer positioning yourself the right way, you know, like, having the right messaging, creating the right content and all of those things. But my genius is in this facilitating conversations, because conversations, ladies, is the fastest path to cash. It's the fastest path to that cash flow that you want. Yeah. So having the right conversations can make or mar your business. Literally, non-sleazy, non-salesy, warm conversations. That's what you want to have. And because of, like, for me this year, my goal is to help 200 women, like lots of women I want to help this year. So I can't just be waiting for attraction marketing alone. Attraction marketing works. Fantastic, it works, you know, people reaching out to you. But how long are you going to be waiting around for people to reach out to you? No, you want to reach out to people. But at the same time, how many people reach out to you the wrong way? They just slide into your DMs and they're literally assuming they know what your problem is, and they start to sell you immediately. I don't know how repulsive you find that. I don't even respond sometimes. I just delete it because, like, hello, you just start talking to me. I just accepted your friend request like a few seconds ago. You're already selling me. You already assume you know what my life problem is. Hello. So you want to learn how to have the right conversations, non-sleazy, non-salesy conversations. So if you focus on these three things, the first thing is creating an irresistible offer. And this offer is like prone to changes. Keep tweaking it, keep changing it until you find what works. Yeah. And then secondly, you want to generate demand demand for that offer. You want to generate demand for that offer. And all the ways I've spoken about, positioning your brand the right way, creating great content, leveraging video marketing, and then story content, creating stories, showcasing your leadership as well. Not just this content, but there are other content, like you want to showcase how you're a thought leader, you want to make sure that marketing elements are reflective in your post. All of these things is what I teach my private clients. And then lastly, you want to facilitate conversations. Like I just said, conversations are the fastest path to cash. Like literally, how do you bring people from your posts that you put out there, getting them to comment on your post, and then once they've commented on your post, how are you bringing them from comments into Messenger in a non-sleazy, non-salesy way? So you're bringing them from comment into Messenger, and then from Messenger, how are you bringing them into your sales calls? Like it is a process. It is a step. There is a psychology behind selling. Like there is a psychology behind selling that literally, if you master it correctly, your life is going to change, like literally, because having conversations, meeting people and speaking to people the right way will actually make them say, yes, I want this. Yes, she's the right person for me. Yes, she's going to change my life. She's the person that's going to provide this transformation that I've been looking for. Yeah, and this is what I help my clients do. I should have said a little bit of my story earlier, but I literally started selling at the age of 11, like literally 11, selling products. Like I sold cupcakes to my classmates at the age of 11. I started off with 25 naira back in Nigeria, and I made 400 naira, and I was super excited. 11-year-old, and I ended up buying like the latest slippers in town at the time. So this is what helps me to be like the leader in that aspect, like understanding that process well and being able to guide you. And the other part of it is that when it comes to numbers, like numbers is like, it's just my thing. I sort of, my background is in data analytics. So all of these things sort of help me to sort of give my clients the best, we're helping you to sort of analyze your numbers, your data. Very important. How many posts am I putting out today? How many comments did that post get me? Because there are some kind of posts that are literally hand-raising posts that is going to mean that your ideal person are going to be like, oh yes, I want that. Yes, I want that. So how many comments are you going to generate from that one post that you put out there? If you're doing that particular type of post once a week, how many comments you get from that post? And then how many people are you able to bring from comments into Messenger? And there is a psychology behind bringing people from comments into Messenger as well. You don't just go out there and say, oh, start sending DMs to people. They're not going to respond to you. So you have to like follow that sales psychology, that process to actually connect with them and make them like open to continuing that conversation in the DMs. Yeah. So we're doing that, and then I'm tracking those numbers. We're keeping track of those numbers. Once they're in your DMs, how many of the people you're having the conversations with in the DMs are able to sort of book a call with you? And how many people can you actually close on those calls? Yeah. And depending on your current numbers, we're going to work out the gaps. Like, where are gaps? So if like you have like 100 comments and you only manage to bring 10 people into Messenger, we know that, oh, there's a problem there. Abby, we need to work on how you talk to people more so that you can get more people from your comments into your Messenger. And then if you're chatting with like 20 people a day and you can't even book one call, we need to work on what are you saying to them? When are you saying it? How are you saying it? All of those things is what I actually help you to do in your business. Yeah. So it's absolutely important. And currently I have a fantastic offer. For two ladies that want to like literally just before this call, I just signed a client, for this offer, because this is like perfectly brilliant offer. And I'm just looking for one more, because I was looking for two before, but just one more. It was an offer that was open this June, literally, to help 3 women, implement all these automations in their business. Like literally, We are going out there, we're getting 500 leads in one day. Literally 500 leads in one day. Like, not even one day, like in 1 hour. It's that simple. But what are you doing with these leads? It's not just getting those leads. It's literally, what are you doing with those leads? Yeah. How are you I went live, like, was it yesterday? And I just gave like 3 tips on how to convert cold leads to warm leads. So what are you doing with those leads? How are you converting them into calls? How are you making them like, how are you converting the cold leads into warm leads in a non-sleazy way? Yeah, all of these things is what I actually put together, and I'm actually putting together like in a one-to-one private program this month. So if you're interested, there is actually a workshop in about 2 weeks where I'm going to be talking more about how to get 500 leads in a day, and how to turn those leads, cold leads, into warm leads. Yeah. However, if you want to go directly and jump on board with this last space I have in my private coaching program, do drop me a comment saying clients. Yeah. If you're on Instagram, just drop me clients in the comment box. And if you're watching me on Facebook, just say clients as well. Yeah. So I'll get back to you with all the details. But it's literally a program whereby I'll be helping you to literally automate your sales process, to make it super, super, super easy, so that every day you're having conversations, you're focusing on the main things that you need to be focusing on, which is conversations, which is the fastest path to cash. So help you make sure that you've crafted your offer the right way, your messaging is on point, you have positioned yourself the right way, you're creating fantastic, mind-blowing content, and you are attracting the right people, and you're having brilliant conversations with these people, all of this automated as well, so that you can follow up, without being salesy or sleazy. We're not doing cold DMs. I call it warm reach out, because even the way you reach out matters. You have to find a point of relatability on that person's post, comment on it, make them feel like there is something that relates to them. You have to think about when you go on a date. You can't just get married the next day. You literally have to give it time, So all of these things is what I help you to put together and automate your CRM. We know that the people that are hot leads, we know the people that are warm leads, we know the people that are cold leads, so that literally when we wake up today and we're like, we have just 1 or 2 hours to spend in our business, we know exactly what we're doing. We're not just doing random things that are not engaging on social media, wasting time, consuming when we should be creating, So I hope this has been really helpful for you. Like I said, if you want to know how you can work with me privately based on this current offer, you wouldn't believe the price I'm offering this. Like super, super brilliant. It's a no-brainer. Just comment hashtag. Don't let the price discourage you from sending this text, because you will not believe all you're getting for just a meager amount. And literally you can triple your investment within 4 weeks. It's that good. So literally leave me a comment, say clients in the comments, and I'm going to get back to you with this offer. So thank you everyone for joining me. Thank you Trigofina. Thank you. You are not your label. Thank you so much for those of you on Facebook. One of you on Facebook I can see, but I can't say who it is. It just tells me someone is live. Thank you so much, ladies. I hope you found this very useful, and have a lovely rest of the day. Cheers. I'll get back to you. You are not your label. I can see your comment. I'll get back to you. Cheers. Thank you, everyone. Bye.